we've been through a period, roughly 30 years, where a good part of the majority of the population has been left out of economic growth and development. For most people, wages have pretty much stagnated, even declined. That's a big change from earlier years. Mm-hmm. And it has not led here, I mean, there's a scattering of examples of serious resistance to it, but a scattering. There's no widespread resistance. The phenomenon that we're seeing here is generalized rage. So, for example, take the current primaries, which are interesting, not because of their substantive content, but because of what's happening. Take Donald Trump. He's a clown, literally. Could be in the circus. He's getting huge support from people who are angry at everything, mostly white males, working class, middle class, poor white males, and their wives and traditional families. They are furious about everything. Everything's been taken away from them. There's no economic growth for them. There is for other people. The institutions are all against them. There's concern, deep concern, that they're losing their country because they, generalized they, are taking it away from us. That goes back to a strong nativist tradition in the United States. It's a country of immigrants, but all the way through there's been an effort to construct those of us who are here as not immigrants. So you go back to the Revolutionary period, take Benjamin Franklin, a leading figure of the Enlightenment. He thought that we ought to keep out Germans and Swedes because they're too swarthy. They're not pure Anglo-Saxons like us. That continues into the 20th century. There's a myth of Anglo-Saxonism. We're pure Anglo-Saxons. I mean, if you look around, and it's a joke, but these things are all imaginary constructions. And now there's the picture of us as being overwhelmed by Muslims and Mexicans, Chinese. Somehow they're taking our country away. And it's based on something objective. The white population is pretty soon going to become a minority, whatever white means, and the people who regard themselves that way. But the response to this is generalized anger at everything. So every time Trump makes a nasty comment about whoever, his popularity goes up, because it's based on hate, hate and fear. And it's unfortunately kind of reminiscent of something unpleasant. Germany, not many years ago. It's worth remembering that in the 1920s, Germany was the absolute peak of Western civilization. In the arts, in the sciences, was regarded as a model of democracy. As late as 1928, Hitler got about 3% of the vote. It went from the peak of Western civilization to the absolute depths of human history within 10 years. And I don't want to say it's identical, but there are similarities. In fact, you see similarities elsewhere. Like if the European bureaucrats succeed in destroying Greece, which they're trying to do, humiliate them and so on, you may see the rise of, there is a neo-fascist party, may take over. That's the kind of thing that can happen.